Okay, I have another Aukey product here to review. And I've reviewed products made by this company quite a few times before. They make a lot of very high quality products at affordable prices, and I do like a lot of their products. Now, I'm going to tell you what this is. I'm going to tell you the specs and what it's capable of. I'm going to show you closer up and any ports and buttons it has. Then at the end, I'll tell you the price and if I recommend it or not. It is a Aukey 10,000 milliamp an hour power bank, and that is a power bank for various devices, mostly portable devices such as your mobile phones or your tablets or ebooks, things like that require to be plugged in normally by USB. So you have basically a backup power source with you when you're traveling. So you can have this fully charged, and at 10,000 milliamps is a decent, quite a good size battery. Some are a lot smaller. This is a decent sized battery. You have it charged right up, take it with you, and say you're out somewhere where you can't easily charge, but you need to use your mobile phone, maybe even in an emergency, and it's completely flat. You can plug it into this, and it's like plugging it into your computer or whatever. It is sleek and black style and very stylish. It has two full-size USB ports on it to plug in up to two devices at a time. It has LED indicators at various levels to show you how full this battery is before you need to charge it up again. I'll tell you a bit more about that in a minute. And it even has, which could be handy in an emergency at least, it has a flashlight, a torch, depending upon what part of the world you come from. It has a torch that you can use to if you need a light source quickly and you don't have anything else on hand. So it's all around very nice product. It also looks at a very nice sleek style, black, and it just looks really nice. I'll show it closer up in a minute. Its model is the PBN42. Its capacity is 10,000 milliamps an hour using a lithium-ion battery. Now bear in mind, this is the only thing I'm not too keen on perhaps with this. It's not a big deal, but one of the USB outputs isn't as fast as the other, so you need to make sure you plug in the right one if you want the faster charge. USB output 1 is 5 volt 1 amp. Output 2 USB is a 5 volt 2.1 amp. So it's an extra 1.1 amp faster on USB output 2. So please just bear that in mind. The micro USB port on the side, which is actually very discreet for the input because you're not going to be using it all the time. It doesn't really stand out like the other ports, and it is sort of on the side, not with the rest and stuff. It doesn't. You might see it yourself, but you might have to see it in person to really get it. But it just doesn't really stand out like it does on other products. I don't know quite how to explain it, but I didn't even see it at first. At first, when I got this product, I was wondering where the port was for the input. So it is nice and discreet input because you're not going to be using it as much as you are the outputs. That is 5 volt 2.1 amp. So that is the faster style, the 2.1 amp for charging it, which is good because you want the input to be as fast as possible because you want to charge this up to its full capacity as quick as possible when it runs out for using and taking with you perhaps the next day. Its dimensions are 90 by 80 by 22 millimeters. For LED indicators, you see that turned on in just a second. No lights either means it's got 25% or less left. So if there's no lights, it might be a little bit of power up to 25% left. But if you see no lights, even though you might have up to 25% left, it's a pretty good idea to plug it in. That's probably why they don't have any lights for that, because even though it sounds like a lot, you really don't want to get caught out in an emergency because you think you've got a lot. So if you have no lights, just charge it. 26 to 50% is one light. 51 to 75% is two lights. 76 to 99% is three lights. Then 100% fully charged will have 4 lights. To turn on the flashlight / torch, press and hold the power button for 2 to 3 seconds to turn it on, and then repeat when you're ready to turn it off. So 2 to 3 to turn it off. What comes included in the box? The main unit itself, of course, a micro USB cable for charging the device, for charging the battery. There is no other cables for your other things because, of course, you might need a lightning cable for your iPhone, and you might need a micro one for a different tablet or something like that. Although if you need micro for something, you could always use a little short one that's included with this for charging. There's no reason you can't use that one for something else. But the only cables it comes with, just to let you know, is a short micro USB cable for actually charging the device. Though, like I say, you can use that as well on other devices if you want, when you're not using it to charge this. There's a warranty card for 24 months of warranty. And there is also this little manual that I'm having a quick look at here a minute, just to make sure there's nothing else I want to say before we have a closer look at it. So yeah, the power bank itself, USB, micro USB cable, which is 30 centimeters long, the warranty card and manual, and that is it. Here it is. It's a kind of a matte. It's not a shiny like a lot of the other power banks I had. It's kind of a matte finish, matte black finish, with like a white greyish logo. Yeah, there's the power button. Nothing on the other side, just matte black. On the bottom, just safety and model information. Then on top you have a USB port, the flashlight, and another USB port. It doesn't say 1 and 2 to know which is output 1 and which is output 2, but there is a lightning bolt on this one and 2 lightning bolts on this one, so that should presumably be the faster output 2. There's your light that I'll show you in a minute. Then on the side, here is the micro USB port on one of the corners here for charging. Then let's see what happens if we press the button on top once. I'm not sure how clear that is on camera. At the moment we have 3 blue LED lights. I'm not sure how well that is showing up on camera or if I'm properly in focus, because I'm behind the camera using a 3-inch screen. It's quite hard to see, but hopefully that's clear. There's 3 lit up LEDs. Now, of course, if this had all of its charge, 100% of its charge, there would be a 4th light lit up, 4th blue LED. Then if this got a little bit lower, it would have had so it goes off after a while to save battery, because of course the lights use a little bit of battery itself, so that is a good power saving feature. That will go down to just 2 if it's not much left, or just 1 and then none when there's very little left or it's empty. And it is, like I said, good power saving feature that it does go off after a while with those LEDs. So you press it to get the status. Now, what about the flashlight? You hold it down. There you go. It is quite bright actually. I have the room light on in here, an LED bulb in the center of the room turned on, a mains light turned on, and even with that turned on, you can see a good shine from the flashlight, the torch. It is actually very bright, quite bright, even in this lit room. So that is actually very good. Then you hold it down for a few seconds to turn it off. So yeah, there you go. Had a quick look at it. There is not a huge amount to see. You have a micro USB port on the side to charge it. You have 2 full-size USB ports on the sort of front edge, the front section. That is, of course, your outputs for charging your various devices. You'd plug in your various cables into it, like your lightning cable, micro USB cable, or whatever, like you would into a computer or whatever to charge your phone. You plug into that. Then you hit it very quickly, the power button, to see your status, how much charge you have left on the power bank, and then it will turn off those lights after a while to save power. Then if you want to use a very bright torch, you hold down the button for a few seconds. You want to turn the torch off, you hold it down for a few seconds again and it will go off. As I said, I have quite a bright light on in this room and it looked quite bright. That is even in a lit room, so it is quite a powerful torch, as well as a 10,000 milliamp an hour power bank for your various devices. So it does work very well. It looks nice, as a nice black matte finish. It's also a torch as well as a power bank. It has good 4-stage LED indicators to show you how much battery you have left. My only thing I'd like to see improved would be that both ports should be perhaps 2.1 amp instead of one amp, one 2.1 amp. But apart from that, it is a really good power bank that is not just large capacity and very functional, and it has a torch. It's also very sleek and stylish and very professional looking. So I do really recommend it. Well, what about the price? It is £15, so it's £14.99 in the UK, a reasonable price, because some of these can be £30 and things like that. But this is actually quite a large capacity power bank and very full featured for £15. Or if it's available in the UK, in the US, I'll put the US dollar price as a text overlay on the screen as well. So I do recommend it. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you are watching this as a review on the Amazon product page, please hit the yes button next to was this review helpful to you. That'll help me out a lot as well. Thanks for watching.